there guys, it's Salis, and I'm here at EGX London with two very nice people from the game Eminence. So I suppose our first question should be, what is Eminence?
So essentially Eminence Xander's Tales is an MMORPG where the battle system is a trading card game. So you get to customize your character from the style of the hair to the eyes, the skin tone, the armor, go around an explorable open world collecting cards and battling against either the AI in the story mode or other players in PvP.
And I've been told you are the Grandmaster of the card battle system. So would you like to go into some more detail about that? Because that's actually that's really interesting, having an MMO where the combat is so radically different from all the others.
Yeah, I mean, one of our goals was to sort of make an accessible card game that anyone can pick up. And as we found today, during this event actually, everyone that's come up hasn't really had much experience with card games, but once they learn how it works initially, they end up playing about 20, 30 games. We had some guys playing for an hour, but the core mechanic is quite simple. If you ever played Final Fantasy VIII, it takes a lot of inspiration from a mini game within that game called Triple Triad. And that what we wanted to do was create a game which is really competitive. One of the abilities of the card games, you can actually steal your player's card and add it to your deck as a reward. The reason why we did this was to sort of go back to the schoolyard days when you're playing for keeps and just make a card game that was just fun and just create a lot of rivalry as well. The mechanics are really simple. I can briefly explain how that works.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
So a card has 4 numbers, and the goal is to basically capture your opponent's cards by placing yours next to them when the numbers are compared. If your number is greater, then you capture that card. And this goes vice versa until all the spaces on the 3x3 grid have been filled out. So the person with the most captured cards wins the game. Where it gets interesting though, you can start triggering combo effects, which allow you to capture more than 1 card at a time. So you can imagine being cornered, having 1 move left, and then you place that last card that completely changes the game and you end up winning. So it's just some of the stuff that you'll be able to do in a card game.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. And I also heard that there's various different worlds throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, the core worlds of the game at the moment, we've got different explorable zones inspired by things that we like, sort of like cyberpunk, fantasy, gothic arts, and Asian fantasy so far. And we plan to expand that further into kind of like different levels. Perhaps we'll have like a lava level, something like ice level, things like that people can explore perhaps. But these are all things that the player can go around and find other players to battle, or even boss creatures like AI and things like that. So that would be quite cool.
It certainly does sound very, very fun. And with you saying it's open world, it's like random encounters throughout the world to level up your cards?
No, you'll be able to see who you're fighting against. So if you are walking around the world and you see an enemy, you can engage in that enemy in a card battle, or you can simply just choose to ignore him as well. You can just continue on your way.
That sounds brilliant. I'm looking forward to quite a fun moment where I engage a bear in a card fight. Yeah, why a bear has a deck of cards, I'll never know, but...
Well, actually, just to go on that point, so basically what happens is, on the PvP aspect, the card uses the numbers to play the game with the other player. But in when you're fighting against enemies, monsters and bosses, the mechanics change. The card numbers are replaced with gems, which become your actions. So you coordinate your avatar to perform actions like attack, heal, and defend. You get an HP bar as well. So that's where the RPG side of it comes to life. But you're using the same card game to coordinate your attacks.
That's fantastic. It must have taken a lot of work to get a different PvP set to a different PvE set. I mean, that is pretty impressive. And how's the Kickstarter campaign going for this?
Well, at the moment we've got 9 days left. We were on for 40 days, and we're about 60% through our campaign. So the reason why we're here is we're trying to draw more and more people to help people know about the game, and also to get people to pledge and to help us out and to make this game a reality.
And hopefully you'll get some more backers. Just one last question. With the whole MMO thing you're doing with it, Is this going to be one of the free-to-play MMOs, or is there actually going to be you buy the game first and then it's free after that?
Well, it's a free-to-play game, but it's not pay to win. You can get everything in the game without even paying a penny. You can get all the armor, you can get all the cards. You know, David, you can explain more about that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're gamers just like everyone else, and when we built this game, we wanted to put the player at first before everything. We want them to have the best gaming experience above everything else, which is why, as John said, you can unlock every item, reward, card without spending a penny in this game.
Oh, perfect. Well, I wish you all the best of luck with this aim, and until I speak to you again, I've been Salis, this has been Eminence, and I will see you next time.